Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, May 7th of 2025. I'm Gio Benacourt, and this is a recording done I'm doing it about 20 minutes prior to the U.S. session open for today. Well, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a simple step, goes the Chinese proverb. Investors are hoping that first foot forward could be news that U.S. and Chinese officials will meet in Switzerland to talk this weekend. Trade between the world's two biggest economies is at standstill, and keeping it that way grows more painfully by the day. Certainly seems to be feeling the pain is China. The country's central bank cut interest rates on Wednesday, and Beijing unveiled a raft of stimulus measures. Before that, just as the stock market thought it was out of its dire slump, it was pulled back in following the best winning streak in 2 decades. There were 2 days of declines in the S&P 500 to start the week. It's no coincidence that the losses came as Trump proposed new tariffs on movies and pharmaceuticals. With that being said, let's take a look at what we can speculate for today. We're seeing that nice rally to the upside during the London session. We did open gap down during that session. It is pulling back. We did fluctuate as high as 20,100, but actually pulling back so far right now. Now, the yesterday's fluctuation did rebound off our level of support. Now today, we are anticipating that perhaps this will be short-lived just for the London session, and we'll be seeing another red day if we were to open right now. But that's my speculation on the matter. As far as the S&P 500 as well, it bounced, it opened actually, gap down as well off the 50 moving average, and it did swing as high as 5,687 points, also retreating, retracing. Let's see if today we'll have another red day as well as yesterday. As far as the Dow Jones Industrial goes, well, the same token, fluctuation to the upside. It didn't open gap down, however. Actually, this one closed at 40,821. This one opened at 40,823. So it actually gapped up by 2 ticks, really. It did fluctuate towards the 50 moving average. It retraced, and it did obviously broke our first level of support. So we need to update that. I didn't change the other two because they weren't changed. They weren't broken. So I'm going to use a 20-day moving average that far down, and I might as well just bring this puppy down to just 47,000. Let's see if that will be a level where the market will rebound or retrace. Crude oil, well, move to the high, move higher, fluctuation above our levels of resistance, and they broke our first level. So therefore, we need to change that. $60 is going to be our first level of resistance, and I'm going to use the 20-day moving average or the medium within the Bollinger Bands. So let's take a look at support. Support 58,500 is going to be that first level, and I'm going to use this swing low from last week as a possible second level of support for crude oil. It is pulling back, so there is a correlation between NASDAQ and crude oil. So if NASDAQ drops, we probably will see also a move down. Even I usually didn't do it yesterday, but it doesn't have to be 100% every single day. Nat Gas, we did close at 337, and this one opened at 338. We did fluctuate towards our first level of resistance, so therefore I'm going to use that swing high, still use the 50-day moving average as a level, and leave the same levels here. So another leg up, or actually a leg up, because yesterday was actually in the red. Gold, all right, so gold opened gap up, and it retracing, it retreated into yet practically almost all of yesterday's fluctuation. So therefore I'm going to use the upper Bollinger Band as our second level of resistance, and then leave yesterday's level as is, bringing up our level of support 3360, basically today's swing low, and the 20-day moving average as our second level. or the medium within the Bollinger Bands. Then we have silver. So silver is also basically within yesterday's range. So I'm gonna bring our levels to where basically here in between the two moving averages. I'm gonna leave the 32 as is. Will we see a leg down in the metals today? Well, copper seems to also be moving stronger. It did fluctuate above our levels of resistance today, and it also fluctuate towards our first level. It's retracing so far. So I'm just gonna go by previous levels of support or previous swing lows. So it's gonna be another. Perhaps it's gonna be one of those days right across the markets. Bitcoin looking for a nice move. Actually, 100,000 is gonna be our target. I'm gonna bring this puppy up, and I'm gonna bring this puppy up. So there you go. We have them two like that. Looking for move higher. The currencies, the euro, is basically retracing, recovering that swing low earlier in London session. Let's see if the 20-day moving average will act as a nice level of support. I'm actually gonna bring this to here, and I'm gonna bring that level to yesterday's open, right around there. All right, so let's see if it recover today. The pound basically flattish, so doing a little doji, looking for direction. I'm actually gonna use that 20-day moving average, the medium of the Bollinger Band, and then I'm gonna use 132 psychological round value. And then we have the dollar index. Let's see what the dollar index is looking to do. Oh, it up and gap up. So it basically has been closed. So I'm gonna bring this puppy down to about 98,800-ish. I'm gonna leave 100 as is. See if the 20-day moving average will act as that level of resistance, dynamic resistance for the dollar index. If we do see a move lower in the dollar index, we'll see a nice recovery on the metals and currencies. However, if we do continue to see a recovery and fluctuate above that 99.50, where the 20-day moving average or the medium is, and towards 100, we'll see a continuation into the red across the board, obviously in the metals and the currencies. That's it for me today. Have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.